Hello, Greg. How you doing? You're number one. I'm downtown Chicago on my boat, and shoot a little bit here just to give you an idea of what the canyons look like with all these tall buildings. It's a no-wake area, so I'm limited to how fast. Of course, I don't want to go fast anyhow because I'm driving and trying to do my stream at the same time. Today in Chicago, they had a marathon. There was an excess of 35,000 people running that. And it was a good day. It's been an overcast day. Temperature is about 78 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. A little bit of a wind. So I guess if you're a marathon runner, that's good. Lots of construction going on in Chicago. This building here to the right is way up. And you can see it's a 3-story building, and they leveled it right away and came up with this. And across the river, right here, that's an 85-story building. And you can see at the bottom, it's got a unique footprint. The reason for that is because it's built on top of railroad tracks, and they were only allowed so many feet for the foundation. So that's why it starts small and then it flares up. And there was a lot of controversy on whether or not that building should be built because it's right on the river, but it's long past now. It's probably about 4 years old, maybe 5 years old. Hello, April. Thank you for joining. Here I am downtown on the river, as you probably have seen. This is 150 Riverside, right here, this building here. It was commented on how the footprint is so narrow at the bottom. These 3 buildings ahead are Wolf Point. And it's all a 3-building complex, and they're finishing up the 3rd story right now, and that will be the tallest of all 3. And as you can see, there's lots of dining on the sides here. Every building has its little patio area for dining. Hello, Shit Picker. Thank you for joining. Downtown. Probably the last time I'm going to be on my boat because it is, no, it's not raining. It was spitting a little bit. We're downtown Chicago on Chicago River. Chicago, Illinois. Oh, really? Pouring at O'Hare? Okay, no, it just was spitting a little bit, and that was about an hour and a half ago. Now we're at the junction right now. So I'm going to head back towards the lake right now. There is music here, but it's just, I don't even know what. It's a small movie. I don't think it's copyright, so we're going to go with it. This is one of my favorite buildings right here, especially when the sun is shining. This is a cool spot here where you just kind of kick back in these Adirondack chairs or whatever they call these chairs. Actually, I could understand the music if I wanted to. That's the merchandise mart right there, where they have the art. At night, they project images on that. That makes it quite cool. I'm not listening to any music. That was a band that was playing in the background. It's one of my favorite things to do. Cruise up and down the river a little bit, see the action. And again, the marathon is today. So there were in excess of 35,000 runners and who knows how many millions on the side cheering them on. It started around 7 o'clock. So, yeah, surprisingly, and I trailered down here to launch, and surprisingly, there was no traffic. This dark thing right here, that's what they project on the merchandise. That's where the projection comes from. So it's a series of, let's say, 4 times, probably 20 cameras right there. They're laser cameras is what they are. And again, it goes across the river onto this building right here, which is 100 years old. And it's known that the Kennedy family used to own the merchandise mart way back in the early part of the century. But they don't own it anymore. They sold it. This river walk, for those of you that don't know, that was recently constructed within the last 5 years. So now it's really quite nice down here. You can walk miles down here. And there's all types of eating and drinking establishments. Sorry if I'm bouncing around a little bit here. Yes, there's tons of restaurants. In fact, I'll show you one right now here. That's Chicago Chop House right there. Chicago Cut Steakhouse, I'm sorry. And we're going to come across a few more right over here too. And you can dock the boat right there as well. You can see this boat right here. He's tied up. But they'll only allow you to dock the boat if you're dining. This is one of my favorite parts of the river walk right now. Stairs. I don't know. It's similar to the stairs in Rome. But people just chill out here and talk amongst their own selves. Swing back to these other restaurants here that we were talking about here. That's River Roast. This one is The Kitchen. Hi, Trey. Thank you. Hi, Specco. Thank you for joining. Downtown Chicago. I am saving this too for replays. See how it comes out. This is the River Walk. Exactly. I agree, April. I save everything on for a replay. Doesn't work out. You can always turn it on. Here's another restaurant right here, RPM Seafood. Here's where some of the bars come in. Well, there's drinking establishments along the way, but these are some of the larger ones here. This is Tiny Tap. And it's a variety of stuff. You can get coffee, drink, you can get alcohol, adult beverages, which is where I would be going. Fun time. This is Marina Towers right here, built around 1961. And underneath, you can see where boats dock underneath the bottom of it. Yeah, there's no swimming allowed on the Chicago River. It is cleaning up considerably. Now, this is one of the more popular dining spots here. This is City Winery. Usually, this is jam-packed. There we go. Get a better look at Marina Towers here. Actually, it's really not too crowded here on the river. Usually, it is jam-packed. Well, of course, it is October 10th. And we're coming up to the Trump Building, which is right here on the left. Right there. You can see there's lots of people down here enjoying the scenery right now. Of course, the marathon is grinding down. The last slower runners are coming in. There's a good look at the Trump Building now. Way up there. Another bar, O'Brien's Riverwalk Cafe. Silence all day long, which means they're probably taking some of the runners to the hospital, get them checked out. I got a Hulk right back of me here, so I'm going to kind of hug the wall here. That's the Wrigley Building and the Tribune Tower. As you can see, there's lots of tour boats here. water taxis. Shut up. There's the new Apple store that they just built here recently. If you look at it from the top, it looks like it's a iPad top with the aluminum finish. There's the Apple building right there. I can noticeably see the amount of traffic that's picking up there, which is fine. This is kind of a cool boat here. It's high-end dining, the Chicago Odyssey, Chicago River. There's another dining and drinking establishment, the Northern Man Beer and Cider Garden. This building here is recently completed. That was called the Vista Tower. It's about 90 stories tall. Now that was recently sold to another group, which I can't remember right now. Sightseeing boat after sightseeing boat after sightseeing boat. Of course, they said there's 1 million people that came in town for the marathon, so I'm sure a lot of these people are taking advantage of it. Check out the sights. So that's Lakeshore Drive in the distance. And now I'm going to end up going through the lock and go back up to the lake level here. Probably about a half hour to do. So I'm going to cut it short right now, and I will pick it up at another time here. Thank you for all those who stuck it out and watched. And I'll catch up with you later.